Hey guys, this is this kind of recap chapter one. I'm gonna go over what you see here and then kind of going forward from that. On the page chapter one, if you go to EX, I think it's 15. Nope, I'm sorry, EX 13. You will see at the bottom there the chart with all the numbers. Okay, EX 13 at the bottom, and that's what you just see right here. And again, it was just kind of going through here. Each cell had its own value, meaning when I type personal budget worksheet, I don't put each word in a different cell. It's all in A1, okay? And then from there, we just fill in the numbers based on what the chart has. And it looks like we're making a personal budget worksheet. So what this is, it's kind of like when we think about a flyer. You have certain areas that mean certain things. In this case on Excel, usually the first row is usually the title, then there is a subtitle, and then it's the info after it. Okay, other things you look at here. The end column should be where you end up, and that's going to be our total column. And then 19 is our last one. We have this one called net. Okay, and where I'm going to lead off will be on page EX14. Okay, so basically what we're going to do now, we're going to sum up the total of each of these columns. Remember, columns go up and down. It's really easy. There's a couple ways we can do it. We can bust out the old calculator and do the math this way, and then put that number there. Okay, so whatever number that was, 5,004 cents. I can do it that way. That's doing too much. The next way is using Excel to do it for us. So one way is, I'm going to show you the really easy way. If you take the first cell, highlight anything that I'm going to add up, or I'm going to sum. Remember, sum, total, add, they're all the same thing. I'm going to highlight these two, and then I'm going to go up here to the top where it says auto sum. It's a Greek E. Okay, we click on that button, and boom, it tells us right there. So that's two ways. The third way, and this is actually the way I like to do it, and this is because I like going a long way. We start off by writing formulas by putting the equal sign, and then we could tell it 110.29 plus 4,075. That's one way. That's the third way. The fourth way, some people like doing it, you put the equal sign, you click on that cell, plus sign, this sign, and then hit enter. The fifth way, again, equal sign, and you tell it what cell it is. So this cell is B4, so I would type in B4, and I would hit plus, and I would type in B5, and do it that way. Alright, it just depends, whatever way you like. And again, I like just doing, typing it out. I like typing. That's just one way. Yeah, a lot of people like to go highlight, go up here and hit that. Some people just like to click here and hit that, and then hit enter. Some people like to put equals, click on the cells, and do it that way. It just depends on which way you want to do it. Either way, once you get them all, what you need to do is, if you just highlight one of them, go to that little fill button and drag it down, that will copy the formula for each cell. Okay? And now we're going to do the same thing for this column in. This case, it's only one column, so I put equals, sum, parentheses. I could do it this way. Hit enter. Alright, that's one way of doing it. I can go up here and hit sum. Make sure it's highlighting those. Hit enter that way. I can highlight all the way to the total where I want it to be, then hit that button. Either way, it doesn't matter. Okay, then once I get one, I can fill it down. Bam. And the same thing here, guys. We got the total, highlight down, boom. And once I get one, I don't have to do that again. But just for practice, I'm going to do it one more time. You know what? Just for extra practice, practice makes perfect. Alright. And I'm good. So now I can just click on the fill handle and fill it over. Now I need to do the rows. So boom, highlight over, there you go, and I got 1 in there, so I just take the fill handle, and then that's all we do for that. Okay, now let's see what we got here. For this net row, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking the total from this and total from this, and we're going to do something for those. So what it wants us to do on page EX20, bullet point 1B, it says type in equals B6 minus B17 equals B6 minus B17. And if you notice, it highlighted the 2 cells I was talking about. Now, if you're a person that likes to click on things, it's saying take this cell minus this cell and then hit enter. Now once I do one, all I gotta do is the fill handle for the rest of them. And that's it. Okay, let's make sure we save this real quick if you haven't done so. And remember the shortcut is always F12. And then this is chapter 1, Excel walkthrough. Alright. Alright, so what we just did right here is we made it look like this, which is called the unformatted version. What we're going to do next is make it look like that. Okay, let's scroll down the next page. So we're going to be changing the cell style, and that is, again, each of these are called cells, each of those little boxes. Okay, so it says click on cell A1 to make it the active cell. It's active when I click on it. Okay, we need to click on the cell styles button, which is under the home tab styles group, display the cell styles area. Okay, use your mouse, point to the title cell style. Okay, so we're going to go back here. We're going to click on A1, go up to the home tab, styles group, cell styles, and we're going to click on title. Bam. Alright, and it shows you right there. That's what we want to do. Tap or click on the cell style, make it. We did that, so we should look like that, which we do. Bam. So we're looking good right now. Change the font. So it's tap or click cell A2 to make it an active cell. Tap or click the font arrow underneath the home group font or home tab font group. We need to change it to be the Cambria font. So click on this one, and we want to type in Cambria. There we go. Okay, we did that. We're going to bold it now. So go back, go here and bold. Uh-oh. There it is. To increase the size, we need to change it to be size 14. So up here, 14. Go down. We're good, we're good. Now we're going to change the font color of the cell entry. So click on cell A1. We're going to change it to be blue accent 1. Go here, go to this one, and look for the one that says blue accent 1. Blue accent 1. There it is. Okay, let's moving on. We got to do the same thing for cell A2. Make it blue. There we go. Now we're going to make this cell all one big cell. So what it's saying, select A1 through N1. Okay. So what that means is that we're going to go here, A1. We're not going to go to that little box down there. We're going to click, stay in the middle. We want that fat cross. Fill in over here, merge and center. And we're going to do the same thing, I guarantee, to the next cell, which is the subtitle cell. We did all that. Repeat steps 1 and 2 to merge and center the worksheet for A2 through N2. So we're going to highlight that, merge and center. Moving on to format rows using cell styles. Tap or click cell A3 and then drag to cell N3. Okay, A3 to N3. What you got for me next, paper? Tap click in the cell styles. If you're using a mouse, point to the heading 1 cell style. So with this selected, we're going to go up here to cell styles and click on heading size 1. Now it's okay that you can't see the words. That's going to be coming later. And that just shows you what we're doing right there in the picture. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. Tap or click cell A8 through N8, and then do the same thing we did. We're going to change to be heading style size 1. So A8 through N8, cell styles, heading, bammo. Easy peasy. All right. Okay, so we're right here. Use steps 1 and 2 to format the range A6 through N6 and A17 through N17 with the total cell style. Okay, so right here is where we're going to make it look like these different things. Okay, so the first step we want to do is right here. So we're going to do this real quick. We're going to select A6 through N6, and it wants us to cell style it to be the total. We're going to go here to this one and total. Oops. And I know that because it's the total. I mean, that's pretty simple, guys. All right, the next thing is we need to select A4 through N4 and then A9 through N9. All these right here, those areas, we're going to make it the accent 1 cell style. Okay. So A4 through N4. Those cell styles. And go to accent 1 right here. What's the next one we have is A9. And the next one is A11, A13. So every two, 11, 13, and 15. 11, 13, and 15. So here, oops, too far. 13. And then 15. Alright, bammo. Again, just save. Always save. It's always good just to randomly save. Now using steps 1 and 2, which meant just highlighting, we're going to change these sections to be this accent. We're just going to make it a different color, a little bit darker. And it's the 40% accent one, but it's every other one that we didn't do. Okay, so we're going to highlight this one. I'm going to show you a trick right now. So what we can do is highlight the ones that we're going to do, and I'm going to hold Control, and I can select multiple things at once. Now, if you don't want to do that, you can highlight it individually. That is up for you to do, but I'm just trying to show you a trick so you don't have to keep going up here and then doing the next one and so forth. So we're going to do the one that says 40%. That's the one we're doing. So far, so good. Now we're done. Now we're going to format numbers in the worksheet, which means we're going to make them be the numbers that they are. Some of them are dollar signs, some of them are decimals, etc. So B4 through N4. B4 through N4. And then we're going to click the accounting button under the home tab number group. So it's going to be right up here. We're going to click on accounting. That's the format we're going to use. So I forgot what section I'm on. B4 through N4. Go up here to the top, bring down, and click on accounting. Okay. Go back. B5 through N5, and we're going to make it comma style. Okay. B5 through N5, comma style. B5 through N5, come up here, and then choose, oops, sorry, you're going to choose that button right there, the little comma style button. What do these mean? That means there's nothing there. That's what the dashes mean. That's good when we have dashes. Well, kind of. If it's money coming in, that's not good. But in the case of doing the style thing, right, we did it right. So now we're going to select B6 through N6, and we're going to click change it to B accounting number format. So we're going to do this section. And I think after the first time you do it, you'll notice what needs to be what. Totals always will have the dollar sign, commas, and decimals. Okay. The next section, tap or click the accounting button. Select A7. Using steps 1 through 3, which means select, we're going to do B9, B17, and B19 to be the accounting format. Okay, so B9, 17, and 19. So 9, I'm going to do the multiple select. 17, and all I'm doing is control to hold, and 19. So I highlighted that, held control, and then selected that one, and this needs to be accounting. Alright, the next one here. And then B10 through N16 is going to be the comma. So that's going to be a big range. B10 through N16 is going to be the comma style. Okay? To adjust the column width, if you're using a mouse, point to the boundary on the right side of the column A heading above row 1. This will change it to split the double arrow. So right here, if you look, they're right in that spot. Okay, they're going to make this a little bit bigger. If you're using a mouse, double click it. That's the way I'm going to show you guys. In that, I will show you what that does is it automatically adjusts to what we're at. So if you can see, the word income and some of these words are getting cut off. So one way is you can click up here and drag it. My favorite way is double click and it adjusts the way it should be. Okay. And if you highlight all these and then double click all at once, all I did was I highlighted up here, I clicked on B and highlighted down to N, and then I double clicked it behind N, and that adjusted all of them at once. Alright. Using the name box tool to select the cell. So what that's saying is if you are lost and I'm telling you to find a certain cell, you could go up here. We're not going to do it. I'm not going to go show you. But you could type in the cell you wanted. So if I wanted A3, like it says here, I type it in there and it's selected. If I wanted G7, it would go and select it for me. You don't need to do that. Alright. Now we're going to add a pie graph to it. This is where it gets fancy stuff to it. Okay, to add a 3D pie chart, select range A9 through 16. Then while holding down control, select N9 through N16. Okay, so A9 through A16 and N9 through N16. So A9, and then just like that. Okay, so it says A9 through A16, and then holding control, they want us to do N9 through N16. So what that did was allowed me, oops, I did it backwards, sorry guys. Oop, my bad. So they want us to go that way, A9 through A16, hold control, and then do N9 through N16. Then go up here to insert. We're going to find the pie chart. And I don't know which pie chart we got to do. It wants us to select the 3D pie chart. So we're going to go insert pie chart 3D. Okay. So we have a pie chart like that. Tap or click the chart title to select it, and we're going to type in monthly expense. So right here, you just click on it. Now we're going to type in monthly expense. What's the next point? We're going to change the cell style. Okay. We're going to change it to be cell 3 or style 3. Okay. So we're going to go up there and choose style 3. So what that means is I click on this, go up here, and I'm going to look for the one that says 3. Remember, you just highlight it and it'll pop up with what it is. Alright. We're almost there. They change the sheet tab names. Okay. What we're going to do, tap or click the Move Chart button under the Chart Tool Design. So what that's saying, right here, we're going to click on this, and you see where it says Move Chart. We're going to click on Move Chart, and that's where we're at here. So once we hit that button, it brings up this Move Chart area. So we're going to do New Sheet, and we're going to name it Monthly Expense. Then we hit OK. And you notice it took and it brought it to a new sheet down there. So we're looking good. We look the same as them. Now we're going to change the worksheet tab name for the other one. So double click or double tap, double click the one that says sheet 1. Type in monthly budget planner. So we're going to do what they have right here. So double click down here, monthly budget planner. Okay. We're going to change the tab color to be blue. So we just right click it. I click out and then right click it, tab color. I don't know what blue, just it doesn't matter what color, guys. Oh, they changed it to be orange. Whatever, I made it blue. Tap or click your shirt and the theme colors. Blah blah blah. We don't need to do that. And guys, I think we're about done. I'm going to show you a print tab real quick. So when we print, yep, that's the last thing we're going to do on that before we get to the in the labs. So if I wanted you guys to print, so we want the file print. If you notice, look what it did right here. What we need to do is make sure it is in landscape. Okay. The other thing we want to do is that we want to make sure that it is it's centered, and we want to make sure we're good there. Look at this one. In this case, what we want to do is make sure it's in a bigger size paper, which in this case would be legal size, and that would get everything. Accounting, they do everything on legal size paper. It's just what they do. Okay. So anyways, you aren't printing this off, but I just want to make sure I show you guys how to print if we were to print. Okay. So there we go. That's what we're doing. Once you're done with that, do in the labs 1, 2, and 3, and then we'll move on from there.